Oh, hello. What's going on, my boy? Just doing a little bit of typing, trying to get my typing speed up until we hop on Leetcode, do some graph problems. Why are you not giving Code Chef contest? I don't even have a Code Chef account. I don't think I even have this. I don't have this. All I have is Leetcode, man. I feel like that's too many like websites to keep track of. I just stick to my Leetcode. Maybe I don't know. If you can give me a reason why, like, why should I do that? Doesn't Leetcode have everything I could like want? It's where I have like most of my hours on. And I already made a Code Forces account that I haven't used yet, so I'm gonna. Oh lord, what's Code Chef? Apparently, Code Chef's it's like it's one of those places where you could compete in coding competitions, like at Coder. There's Leetcode, obviously their weekly and bi-weekly contests. I think there's at Coder, which is like a Japanese website, and obviously Code Forces. Code Chef is like a platform. Yeah, there you go. There's this really fun Dijkstra's algorithm problem I want to tackle after I'm done with this. Yeah, are you familiar with Prem's algorithm? I heard it's like another shortest path that I want to get into. Try Typicar? Honestly, I've heard of that game. I've heard of that game. But the thing is, with this website, it has like guided sessions. And I'm like following this path to try to get to 80 words a minute. So I'm still trying to really learn how to. Maybe once I get more proficient at typing, because right now I'm not even using all the keys. It's just trying to. Oh my god, I suck. Well, I don't suck, but Luraa. You can create custom room there. A custom room to type? Type car? What is it called? Type A car. Real, what's wrong with me? It autocorrects to TypeScript. Are you talking about Type Racer? Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to use. Wait. Oh no. Okay, wait, chill. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not used to. Oh my god. No, there's no way. There's no way. They got punctuations. Pride. In quotation marks? I need to get like higher accuracy. On this game, I can get like 51. But there's no my highest speed is 79. But this is easy because it doesn't have like punctuations. So it's a kind of like handicap. I'm just trying to learn how to like I want to get good at this first before I like move on to something harder. Yo, whoa, that was really bad. Mm, what's your words per minute? $63. It's decent. I'm at the daily goal of 33%. I'm gonna try to get to like maybe 50 into another 50 later. Hop into Leetcode after this. Jesus Christ. 64. I think we practicing touch typing. We're trying. We're trying. I guess we're not trying to practice. We are actually practicing. But I feel like it would help me better. Like I want to be able to do elite code like just so fast, but I'll always not be able to do that. Yo, chill. I was also wait, I was also touch typing, learning touch typing, but I stopped. Now I'm ass at it. Yo, honestly, I've been there too. You just gotta stay consistent. So I'm trying to incorporate it into like the morning routine before lead code. Just try to get out the way. My goal is to get to 80 words a minute. I was able to hover right around like 50, but how quickly I switched to my default two finger typing when I started lead coding. I know, right? That was me too. I'm trying to get away from that. 100%. I feel like that's like everything in life, though. If you quit lead code for a bit, like, I don't know, you turn shit. If you stop working out, like everything's about consistency. It seems like the simplest things are like the most important lessons. It's so easy to go hard one day and think you're making progress, but if you like slack the next couple days, was it really worth it? That's why I have the goal set at 30 minutes a day, and that's. Oh, you're reading about system design? Yeah, yeah. That's something I have to also get on, but uh, I just haven't, I guess, made time for it. But good luck to you, man. Props to you for taking out your time out of your day to actually go learn that. From the Alex Yu book. I hope that's how you say his name. What's his name? Wait. XU? Just like this Chinese guy? Bite by Bite Go. Who is this? Who is this guy? So is this the book you're talking about? Does he have his? I went to Carnegie Mellon. That makes sense. He works. He used to work at Twitter or X. Decision design interview. What's it called? Like, does he? Why does he not have his book linked somewhere? Oh, his profile, his website. Maybe his website will have it. Yeah, I'm just gonna type that in. Oh, they have a PDF version? No way. Wait, there's no joke. Like, it's free on the internet? Yo, this guy's cracked. No way he gave this away for free, right? What is this? The whole book is free on the internet? Hold on, let me bookmark this. That's actually insane. Huh. Thanks for letting me know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna get into it today, but definitely gonna put that in my list of things I want to get into. Okay. We need to focus on accuracy. The speed is low key. It's like 60 words per minute is decent, but like we just need to get better accuracy. That was better. 95% accuracy. Okay, that was we followed it up with some really shit accuracy. Okay. What happened to my music, man? Listen to that. Give MQN, it's okay. What the hell is MQN? Give MQN? I don't know what that means. Give up, man. Give up, man. It's okay. Oh no, never. It's not. It's not what we do around here. It's maybe a you thing. 5791. 5 push-ups. Did okay. I got you. Show my setup. Uh, That means I'd have, I mean, my camera's mounted on my monitor. I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, that was good. What's your tech stack? I know right now I'm learning C++, but things I'm most proficient in is Python, JavaScript, Node.js, and we're really picking up on the C++. If you were here yesterday's stream, we were making some C++ projects and code blocks. But right now I'm really focused on a lot of like data structures algorithms. It's kind of what my whole channel is based on, actually. What about you? Ooh, 62 and 97%. That was good. Currently, yes. But we have a interview coming up in April with a big tech company, and I'm hoping to get into the big tech company. What about you? Yeah, I know Express and the MongoDB. The no SQL databases. Speaking of that, I kind of want to do that SQL Lite in Python. We gotta schedule some time to actually like make projects. Just a beginner. Oh, what's your like interest? What are you trying to do? You seem like you know a little bit. You know what MongoDB is. No. There has to be something planned. I have to like blur out certain things, like a lot of personal information. Actually, no. I just what for what reason? Maybe for like some type of celebration post or something. Oh, but just randomly on stream? Probably not. Okay, okay, okay. That was decent. That was decent. My learning rate is negative. Oh my god. Oof, I really fucked up at the end. Your GitHub? Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Do I even have anything? Like GitHub. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything on my GitHub. I'm keeping it a bean with you. Let me check. Yeah, there's not really anything on my GitHub. I'm keeping it a bean. There's a couple apps. Like I have my Leetcode stuff, some simple projects with like React. But if you just check my profile, you'll see if you just check my profile on YouTube, you'll see a lot of me demoing my projects. Not really much there. Most of my like everything I do is pretty much like data structure and algorithm. You ask a lot of questions. Small company out in Boston. Are you from the US? Dude, familiar? I don't know. A lot of people. I'm assuming you're from the US, so I guess you know what Boston is. All right, we get a 5-minute break, and then we're gonna hop right into data structured algorithms. So, we play a quick game of chess for my 5-minute break. Mm, 10 seconds down. In a castle. Not really sure. 15 seconds down. What? What in the fucking tarnation? What? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm actually like retarded. What the hell? I just got mated by like I'm slow as hell. What was I doing? Oh no. This is awkward. That pawn is so weak. This is not good. Oh no, what the heck? G2 and A2 are weak. Key. I'm going over here. But I don't know what he's trying to do here. Whatever it is, I'm not a real big fan of. If I went check, take. This is no good. Checkmate, buddy. Okay, that was fun. Alright. Let's get back into the work. Cheapest flight with K stops. Congrats. Oh, thanks. Thank you. We solved this problem last night, but it was like really inefficient, so we're gonna go in and try to solve it a better way. I'm gonna give myself 40. I'll put 45 minutes on a timer, see what we can get. Alright, there are end cities connected by some number of flights. You're given an array flights or flights I is to, from, and the price. You're given 3 integers, source and destination, and K. Return the cheapest price from source to destination with at most K stops. If no such route, return -1. Okay. So we ask you, it's like the shortest path algorithm. I'm going to find the shortest path with K stops going from source to destination. So the idea is we're going to have an array from the source node, and it'll be of length n, and it'll say the minimum price it costs to go to that node. And in the beginning, the source node will obviously be 0 because to go to itself would be a price of 0 because you're already there. And all the rest that we haven't traveled to yet will be infinity. And as we travel to them, we'll decrease it. But the problem is that you only can go at most K stops. So we have to have a way to know that. Let me think. Yeah, like we were going crazy yesterday. I forgot what we were doing. So if we paste this here, we have our array. So we have like 0, and then I just stands for infinity. So infinity, infinity, infinity. And that works in normal Dijkstra's, but this problem is two-dimensional because you need to know the minimum price to get to a certain square, but you also need to know how many stops it took to get to that square. So I think it should be like a 2D array. Or some type of like map. So we have a map, and it'll have a key would be a tuple of the node that we're going to. Wait, let me think. What would make the most sense? So let's say we started off at 0 and we went to 1. That obviously costs $100. And that's one stop. So we'll say to get to node 1 with one stop, and the value will be no. This is all free. Unless you want to donate or something. I think that's only we can earn like lives from this. There's no ads. And I'll just equal 100. Right? And then once we get to 100, we can either go to, oh, I forgot to mention K is what? In this example, K is 1. That means we could at most make K stops. And then from 1, we can go to 2, right? But the problem with that is that would involve 2 stops, which is greater than K. Because see, this is like 1, and if we go here 2, that's impossible. So I need to say if stops greater than K, continue. I think. Does that make sense? So if we're at 1, should we add this to the heap? That is a question. I'm thinking no, we don't add it to the heap. So this would not be a valid path. And we'd go straight to the 600 for the node 3. Okay. So the first step we need to do is make an adjacency list. And next, we need a heap. And what type of information do we need? In our heap, we need to know the node we're on, the amount of stops, and price. And we want to go to places that are cheap first, so price should be first because we want it to sort by the lowest price first in our min heap. Next, we need to wait. No. Make a price. Make our price table where the key is the node. I don't have to say is Dutch, put the equal sign. Well, key will just equal like a tuple of the node and the number of stops. And the value will equal the price. I think that makes sense. make price table at source set to 0. And then also one extra thing, we need the default to infinity. There's that button, we make it big. Nice. I'll like roll this up here so people could see if they need to read the question. Make a price table from the source. Okay, all right, set it to 0. Wow, heap. Yeah, wow, heap. Well, heap has items. We need to pop the price node and stops. What do we want to do? We want to say like if. Do we want to say if stops is greater than k, we're continue? No, we don't really want to add that. So we're gonna say iterate through adjacency at node. Put neighbors. In adjacency at node. All right. So I say we're at 0. We're gonna look through all of its neighbors. In this case, it's 1, and we need to create new distance. I'm just gonna put calculate. Calculate the new cost. What do we want to do next? Do we want to say like if the stop is less than, yeah, so we want to calculate a new cost. And do we want to add something to the stops, like so 0 stops, 1 stop? Yeah. Check if stops is greater than k. Because if it is greater than k, like we continue. Wait, do we get stops from here? Your heap has the number of stops, so like let's say we went to 0 to 1, that'd be 1 stop, and then we go to like 2, that'd be 2 stops. So if we're here, then it would skip that. Yeah. Check if new cost is less than old cost. Best cost. So we need to update table and add to heap. And down here, we could just say turn -1. And we're missing something. If node is equal to dest return. So let's see how this would work. Here you go, 0, 1. 1 would go to 2, adding 1 to the prices. I mean the stops. So that'd be 2 stops. We would say that 2 is greater than 1, so we would stop right there. We just wait. How does this work? We're getting through the neighbors. Let me think. Does it make sense to check if the stops is greater than k here? So we add the. So we go to 0 to 1 for 1 stop, and let's say we went to 2 next. Now we're at 2 stops. So 1 would be in our heap. We check all of 1's neighbors. We add the 3 and the 2 to the heap. Go to 2 first because it's cheaper. And then we add that at 2 stops. It goes down here. Now we're iterating through all of 2's neighbors. So 0 and 1. It says I don't think it makes sense to put that here. This should be outside. Wait, how does it, okay, let's think about this. So while our heap has items, we popped off, we say if this is equal to the destination return. It is greater than k stops return. So when we add the 2, that should just return. I think this makes sense because it should go 0, 1, add the 2, then we go into the 2. 2 is at greater stop, so we'd return. I think that makes sense. So adjacency equals default dict list for U, V, and P in flights. Adjacency at U and V. And we do the same thing here. So we put a V. Oh, no, this is not right. Put V and the price. Wait, no. This is a directed graph. We don't have to do it twice. Just UV and then price. Heap is just going to equal the price in this case would be 0. The node would be, what's this thing called? Source, SRC. And the stops would be at 0. Make a price table? Okay. Price equals default dict. And we're going to do below infinity. All right, so we did that. And then we want to say price at src, so the node, and the number of stops is 0 equals 0. Wow, heap. Pop the price node and stop. So we're gonna say we can't use the word price. I don't know, what do you want to call it? Cost? Yeah, cost. Cost. Node is not taken. Node and stops equal heap pop heap. If node is equal to destination, then return price at node and stops. This is a little confusing because that means we could actually reach a node twice but different stops. So there should be some way to prune out, like, so you actually don't go there. Let me think. 1, so from 1 to 2. This is not the example. This is not like a really good example. We said we want to go to 0 to k. So what happened here? We go to 1 first. We add that into our heap. It will see that stops is greater than k. So we immediately continue. Then go to 500. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it makes sense. Stops is greater than. Do I want to greater than or equal to or just greater than? 0. Actually, no, it's greater than. Or nay. Oof. I can't use cost twice. Can I use P? Zero. That should be 1 stop. If new cost is less than price at Node stops. If the new price is less than the price of node stops, then we have to say that that is now the cheapest way to get to that like destination with k stops. Well, whatever number stops are at, not exactly k. K is just an arbitrary number. And now we need to add it to the heap. Heap push. Heap. And what do we have here? Price, node, and stop. So price would be new cost, node would be neighbor, and the stops would be stops. And then if that never hits, we should return -1, right? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. Because if the stops is greater than k, we continue. Because like, let's say we went. We went to the 1. And we saw that, hey, I feel like this works. I'm trying it. Are you trolling? Syntax error? Oh. Gotta have your brackets. First argument must be callable or none. I'm scared. Is that not how you do this? Default dict float infinity. What's wrong with that? First argument must be callable or none. You can't do float infinity? Is that like not a thing? You can't do that? I'm a little confused. Why can't you put float infinity here? What if I just made it like a really big number? Must be callable? Yo, man, what's up? What do you mean must be callable? You can't have a default dictionary set to float infinity? Is this regarded? does that mean though? I don't. I don't know, man. I'm probably not the guy to ask. I don't know about vibe coding. What the fuck? Why can't you do that? I need to look this up. Why can't I set the default dict to infinity? Like, what's up with that? The constructor for default dict expects a callable function as its first argument, not a value. Python thinks that float infinity is a value, not a function, but default dict needs something like an int or a list or a function that returns a value. Oh, you need to put lambda? You need to wrap it in a lambda so it becomes callable. What the hell? The default dict constructor expects a callable, not a value. So if you want a value, you need to use lambda. Okay, that I did not know that. Lambda. How does lambda work though? A lambda is a tiny anonymous function without a name. Arguments like parameters in a normal function, expressions, the value it returns automatically. F equals lambda x plus 1. Oh. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Try that again. Oof, we only got one right. We're fried. They must all return -1, I'm guessing. I got null? How does that even make sense? Null is crazy. Null? Null? At node and stops? Maybe I should have. No, no, no. I think this. I think I need to do stops +1 here. Because if I just did stops, this would go to 0. And when it goes to 1, it'll still be 0, yeah. Yeah, I was like, what? Motherfucker. Are you kidding me? I don't even know. Oh my god. How am I supposed to know what this looks like? I'll put 19, expected 16. I don't know. This looks quite annoying. Is it this? No, 0374. No, it's different. It's a different graph. Oh my god. I'll put 19, expected 16. Which problem did I get to? 52 out of 58. What's the issue here? If node equals destination, return. It works so much. It works so good for like everything else. What makes this so different? I don't want to draw this graph, please. Can you format this graph like this so I can see it? All right, ChatGPT, I love you. I'm getting fried by 1800 rated questions. Okay. Wait, what? Yo, wait, yo, wait, yo, yo, yo. Wait, I'm not sure how to use this thing. Wait, is this is not the graphs because the graphs have weight. It says X is 0 goes to 4. So what if I change this to a 5? It doesn't change anything? How do you make this go? So you can't like put a custom graph in here? There's a node with that. What the hell? I don't really like this. That's retarded. Where can I go to visualize this graph? Graph online. Okay. Because that thing's... This is, or just paste adjacency lists. Click new graph undirected. Yeah, create graph. I have no clue how this works. Yeah, I don't know. Man, why is this the wrong option? How am I supposed to even know this? No, E connects to R. Okay. Okay. Wait, so if I just... Okay, so we have the graph, I guess. And we want to go from 2 to 4 with at most one stop. 2 to 4 doesn't it just cost 8? Am I tripping? Oh my god. This is way too like. This is way too like bundled up. Can we get like? Yo, why is it having an aneurysm, bro? I don't read edge length. Yeah, can we spread this out by like a lot? Maybe make this like 3 times that? Okay, that's... Why do we have like a node? Okay. So we want to get to node. That's fun. Okay, so we want to get to... What the fuck is that? What number is that? That's a 10. But it turns into a 30 when you get up here? That's weird. Okay, whatever. And 7 apparently just doesn't connect to anything. And we want to get from node... Node what? 2 to 4. What are these? What the fuck are these numbers? Why are the numbers like ridiculous? You can go to 2, 2 to 5. Apparently, the answer is 16. Yo, this is so hard to visualize. Two to 6 to 4 be 18. 2 to... Bro, what the fuck? 2 to 5 is 9. This is a 9. Apparently, that's a 9. How the fuck? Oh, it's... This is directed. Yo, my guy. Damn, why am I getting fried so hard in this question? I knew it was coming. All right, there we go. And we still have fucking nodes with like... Why are they... So from 2 to 4. How can we get from 2 to 4 in one stop? So from 2 we can go to 0 for a cost of 10. And why is 7 literally not connected to anything? I've been chilling, How you been? How you been? It literally says 3 goes to 7. It literally says 3 goes to 7. Oh, 0 goes to 3. Yeah, I guess 7 has no nodes. Why is there even a 7 here? I literally see no 7. Where the fuck did you get 7 from? No, bro. Okay, so to go from, can you describe what you're doing in simple terms? I don't know what this is. Okay, bro. We're trying to figure out. I got 52 out of 58 test cases correct. We're trying to figure out the cheapest price to go from node, the source node to destination node. So in this case, we want to go from node 0 to node 3. So from 0 to 3, and you only can make at most k stops, so one stop. So the answer would be 700 because you go from 0 to 1, that's one stop, and then you go to your destination. 3 for 600, so 6 plus 1 is 7. If you went from 0 to 1 for 100, and then you went to 2, that's invalid because you took 2 stops. But we got one wrong, and I don't understand why, so I'm visualizing the graph, and I'm trying to see why the fuck the answer's wrong. We want to go from 2 to 4. So 2, we can go to 6. 6 doesn't go nowhere. 2, we can go to 1. I feel like this is not written correctly. Node count? Something's like wrong here. If we want to go to, how the hell are we going to get from node? This says we only can make one stop. So 2 can go to 6. Oh, there's a double directed edge. I see. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we gotta spread this out so we can actually see what's going on here. So from 2, we can go to 6. Can you describe, wait. Keep it up, bro. It's too hard for me to understand. Love from India. Oh, I appreciate it, man. It's not too hard, I swear, bro. You can get it. It's just, I've been doing this for like an hour straight already, so you just hopped in. Just no issue. Maybe if you were here from the beginning, like it would make a lot more sense. But I swear, it's not that hard. We're trying to go from node 2 to node 4, and we want to see what's the cheapest way to do that by only stopping once. So we can go from node 2 to 6 for a value of 8, and then we can go from 6 to 4 for a value of 16. For some reason, I'm outputting 19. I literally don't know how that's even happening. How the fuck are we getting 19? 2 to... Does this even... This doesn't even go to 4. Does 0 go to 4? That wouldn't even... Yeah, how are we getting 19? I don't know. We're gonna have to print some stuff. Node. Cost. Stops. Wait, oh, yo, mother trucker. Cost. Node cost stops. I don't know if you're still here, but I could if you ever have questions about any problems, try to break them down as long as they're not too hard. It's just so depressing. Not really, but how the fuck are we getting 19, brother? How are we getting 19, brother?